Today, we're making Burger King's Croissan'wich 2.0. Double the meat, double the cheese, and it's gonna be awesome. Okay, so the other day we were talking about breakfast sandwiches. Whether you love McDonald's, you like Burger King, Wendy's actually opened up a breakfast menu now. But today I want to talk about the Burger King Croissan'wich. Okay? Let's see what's going on inside this guy. Because I have a sneaking feeling that we can do it better. Let's see. All right, now open it up. All right, so what you have going on here is the usual suspects. Oh, let me get that guy. All right, so this is the bacon, cheese, and egg Croissan'wich. There's your bacon. All right, little pieces, kind of crispy. There's your egg, little guy. Seems to be almost processed, but I'm not sure. The cheese, and then you have your croissant. All right, so that's the sandwich. That's what we're dealing with. All right, let's taste this thing. Not terrible from the inside, but not a whole lot to it. Yeah, you can definitely tell that the croissant is mass-produced. The egg you can hardly get any flavor from, and the bacon's okay. It's crunchy. Let's get into it. Let's make a better Croissan'wich. Okay, so the foundation for us in our Croissan'wich, or our breakfast croissant sandwich, is this is the foundation. It's the bread. It's the croissant itself. Okay, so come on in. Check this out. This is nice. It's flaky. It's fresh. We're just gonna cut it up and see what happens here. You can smell the butter on it actually as I'm opening it up. Now you have a couple options. You can go all the way through like they do, or you can just kind of open it up like a pocket. And look at all the air bubbles in there. You can tell by the color that you know, it's just layered in butter and goodness. All right, so that's our foundation. I'm gonna set these aside for a second, and I'm gonna prep the bacon. We gotta get the bacon ready, we gotta get the cheese ready, we gotta get the eggs, we're gonna cook those. So hang tight, let me grab the bacon. This bacon itself is actually something very special. It's from a friend of ours at Stauffer Farms. He brought us over a bunch of bacon and breakfast sausage, and well, basically he brought us over a whole pig that we're gonna work our way through. But big shout out to Stauffer Farms because this is delicious and it's prepped awesome. So let's get into it. All right, let's see what we're dealing with here. All right, we're gonna pull out some of that. And as you can see, it's a perfect blend. Look at the cut, look at the fat and the meat. All right. Okay, so while our bacon's going, we're gonna go ahead and get our eggs prepped. So, we're just gonna go with 2 eggs, the size of those croissants. Maybe I'll grab a third, but a lot of people talk about cracking the egg, and if you jam it into the side of a bowl or what have you, then it's gonna drive shards of shell into it, make it a pain in the butt to get out, right? Or you can do it flat on the edge. Depends on the day. I may do it either way, frankly, because I don't find it to be that complicated. You're just cracking an egg. But nonetheless, here we go. We're going with 2 eggs in. Salt, pepper, okay, and so a lot of people will use milk or cream in their eggs to give them a little more body, a little more richness, and a little bit more lift. But the secret to a good egg is actually water. So I'm just going to drop a little bit of water in it. And that's what's going to give it a little bit more lift. It gives it that fluffiness. And so then we're just going to stir it. So we're getting our eggs ready. They've already been whisked up a little bit. I like to cook my eggs in olive oil just for that little bit of additional flavor. And then I come in and I give it just a little hit of butter for a little bit more richness. So maybe a tablespoon of butter. in. You can hear those milk solids start to pop just a bit. And then eggs in. And we're gonna let those cook. Okay guys, so our eggs are getting close to being flipped. Check this out. You can tell because they're solidifying a little bit and we still have a little bit of liquid on top. So I'm gonna go in, I cut it in half just to make it easier on the sandwich. And then I flip it. Okay guys, so the bacon's done, as you can see, coming in nice. And then what we're gonna do is, people call it a little chefy thing, maybe, but I just know it tastes good. I'm gonna take my croissant and give it just a lightest dab into that bacon grease. Look at the shimmer on that. Can you check that out? So what that's gonna do is gonna add into the flavor of all of the butter that's been folded into the dough to make that croissant. And it's just gonna enhance the flavor all that much more. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna take it over and we're going right into a hot pan. Look at that, beautiful. I'm gonna hit it with just a dusting of salt and on. You should be able to hear that. That's when you know your pan's hot enough. All right, and this is gonna go quick. Because I'm just looking to brown it just a little bit. And while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and flip my eggs. Now I like mine just a little bit more brown than the anemic ones that we saw earlier. So while those are going, I'm gonna grab my cheese. Try to tear it in half, one on each side. Go real quick, just like that. And then check my bread, it's browning nicely. Give that just one more second. This guy's good. Give him another second. And then pan off. And then what I like to do is I like to fold my egg over on itself and get cheese all over my thumb apparently. Fold it over. I'm gonna let that continue to melt for just a second. So stay right here. Because I decided to go with the double decker. The bacon wasn't enough, we're going double pork. From Stauffer Farms again, I'm gonna warm my ham just a little bit, and this is absolutely the best ham that I've ever actually had in my life. And I love ham, but this is so good that I just can't resist to add it to the sandwich. All right, so there we go. Look at that, you can tell it's not processed. Look how it comes apart. Look at that, beautiful. All right, there, a little bit there, and a little bit there. And a little bit for the cook. When we come back, this is all gonna be ready and warm, and we're gonna put it all together. All right, guys, the moment has come. Let's put this guy together. All right, let me get that beautiful croissant. Remember, we dipped it in the bacon grease just to give it that little extra, and then we toasted it just a bit, man. That's gonna be amazing. So what we're gonna do is, first, our egg goes down. My spatula. Hand me my spatula, please. Thank you, ma'am. All right, here we go. Egg on. Let's just flip it around like this. Come in here so you can see this. So the egg, we're going right on. And I decided that I needed just a little bit more cheese. So cheese on, because you can never go wrong with more cheese, right? I mean, isn't that a law of nature? My mouth's watering, I can hardly speak right now. So let's go with our bacon. Here we are. Let's go there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Give me another one of those. Because if 3 is good, 4 is better. Now come here, check this out. Stand here with me. Look at this. Ham is going on. So now we're starting to layer the flavors, layer the pork. Love it. This is gonna be All right, and for one final thing, we're going with just a little slightest drizzle of butter over the top. Okay, so This sandwich isn't for the faint of heart. If you have a condition that we should know about, you can lay off the butter and the bacon grease just a little bit, all right? But I'm telling you, this sandwich, look at this beauty. Look at that thing. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. Now let's get down to it. Where's my towel? Let's cut this guy in half and see what's doing. Oh, look at that. Got away from me. You know what? I want to switch knives. We're going to have to break. There we go. The right knife for the right job, right? That's what they say. Oh, and through. Listen. And look. Check this guy out. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's do a little comparison. We have this guy. Let me get this out of here. Come here and check this out. Stay right there on that. We have option A, and we have option B. Just for a fair comparison, let's cut this guy in half and see what it's doing. There we go. All right, what do you think? Okay, so all that's well and good. We can tell obviously that there's a little bit more going on with this, with the fresh ingredients, the real egg, the farm fresh pig, pork and ham, the extra cheese, and the fresh croissant. I mean, all of this is just building into an amazing breakfast sandwich, which I hope you try, because I'm about to. That layered flavor. The bacon obviously comes out, but when you introduce that to the toasted croissant, it has this whole nother level of flavor. And the bacon, the ham, the eggs, man, I'm telling you, this is a breakfast sandwich. Okay. All right, guys, for more amazing recipes and more amazing sandwiches like this and plenty of other dishes, subscribe below. Subscribe to Chomp Chomp Chewy. And if you have any ideas or anything that you want to see us cook, just drop it in the comments, because we'd love to show you how to do what we do here, and you can do it at home yourself. All right, until next time, we'll see you soon.